I've been into true crime since I can remember, really, and you'd always have a couple of cases, fresh cases at the forefront of your mind, but there'd always be some cases in the past that would just give you the chills, that you'd think about them every now and again and wonder what happened or how it could happen. Examples being, over this side we'd have the James Bulger case, where he was taken from a supermarket by two other young boys and brutally murdered. Over in the States then, I suppose, you'd have the John Benet Ramsey case, where you wonder what happened and who done it. But they'd always pop up in your head every now and again. With the Delphi case and Abby and Libby, when it happened at the start, I think we all thought, because there was video of Bridge Guy, then the case would be solved in a matter of days, weeks, months. No, I don't think anybody thought that it was going to go on. It's coming up to 5 years now. As the time goes by, it doesn't feel like an old case, a case that is 5 years old. It feels fresh. It feels like it happened a week, 2 weeks ago. And I was thinking last night, why is this case different to all the rest? Why does this case freak me out than many of the others that we've seen in the past? And I think there's two reasons for it. The first one being the crime scene. Now, the police have released absolutely nothing about the crime scene. Everything we know is speculation, or we have seen some posts on Facebook from wives of police who would have been on the scene. There was people who were in the search party who stumbled up to the scene, have said a few things, but it's all pure speculation. But some of that stuff is terrifying. If you've seen it in a movie or you were in the cinema, you would get sick. You would at very least get up and walk out. And it sticks with you. Once you hear these things, you can't unhear them, really. Things like how the bodies were posed, how the crime scene was covered in dolls. There was a stuffed bear, allegedly, again all speculation, a stuffed toy teddy bear at the scene. One of the girls was stabbed with a stake or a crucifix through the stomach. There was branches, twigs stuck in the wounds of the girls. There was a smiley face at the scene. Some rumours say that it was on a sheet. There was a white sheet hanging up in the trees with a red smiley face. And we know from the police and the detectives that worked in it, they're traumatised by this. We have some come out who've worked hundreds of murder cases and said they've never seen anything like it and they never want to see anything like it again. There's rumours that the killer actually recorded some of it and sent audio or video back to one of the girls' phones, which I find hard to believe that they wouldn't be able to track that down. There's rumours that the girls weren't actually taken straight to the location of where they were found. They were taken to a barn or an outhouse somewhere and then put there the next morning. There's rumours that they were tied to each other or bound to each other in some way. And all this is just chilling to imagine that this can happen to two young girls. And I think that's the first thing why this crime scene has stuck with everyone over the past 5 years, and the fact that we thought that he was going to be caught fairly early on. And I think the second reason why this case has stuck with everyone is we know the one thing the police have confirmed is there's 3 signatures on the scene, at least 3 signatures on the scene. Those might be the smiley face that we talked about, the branches, the fact that the girls' bodies were posed. There's talks of one of those signatures being religious in some format, and we know that killers who leave signatures are more than likely serial killers. And this is a serial killer. You don't make your debut into the scene by taking and killing 2 girls he has killed before. And now we're in a situation where it feels like we're just waiting for him to strike again. That there is no evidence, no concrete evidence from the Delphi case. And the only way of catching this guy, if he's not dead already and burning in hell, then is for him to strike again. And if it's a serial killer, and if he's after leaving these signatures, and if he is alive, he is going to strike again. So when? It's coming up to 5 years now, so the chilling thing about it is it could be soon. We've seen in the past serial killers wait 5, 6, 10 years even in some cases. But I just think the signatures are so strong on that case that he is looking for a bit of fame. He does get off on the media coverage of this, and he will strike again. So how many is he going to kill the next time? Is it going to be 3 girls? Is he going to up it for himself? And it's not this This guy that was arrested a couple of weeks back, Anthony Klein, Keegan Anthony Klein, there's no way it's him. He doesn't have the IQ for this sort of crime. Now, he might have some connection to the killer in another way. I think there was talk of a shared Dropbox account that they think he might have access in, that Anthony would have also access in. The information on that account came out very fast late at night a few weeks back, because there was a newspaper actually going to run an article the next morning and they wanted to get ahead of the story. But there's no way this was done by that Keegan Klein who was running the Anthony Shots profile. He just doesn't have the IQ to carry out such a crime. If you want to know more about the signatures, or just get a feel for how freaked out the law enforcement were by seeing the crime scene, check out the Down the Hill podcast, chapter 5 or episode 5. It's called Signatures and it covers the topic. Now, it goes all over the place, the episode, because listen to the episode, they cover that at the start. But they're talking with Robert, who was the prosecuting attorney in the county, and he's talking about the crime scene and the signatures. He doesn't say much because he can't. Some things he lets slip. But check it out, it's pretty disturbing. Libby's sister, Kelsey, who actually dropped them off that day, she's been incredible. She's such a little trooper. She's kept this case at the forefront of social media. She's actually studying criminal psychology as well at the moment, with the goal to find Libby's killer. Incredible young woman. Can't imagine what it must be like for the family, even hearing those rumours. Or I'm sure there's things that they know that we don't know, but this without doubt is one of the most disturbing crime scenes I think anyone has ever heard about, even though we don't really have the details, but we know from the detectives that it's fairly disturbing. And this case just sticks with you. It hasn't got old. I think about it all the time, and you just hope that this killer is caught before he strikes again. Every year that goes by, I think we just get a bit closer to him actually doing that. That's why the Delphi case creeps me out, freaks me out. Have a good day. Good luck. God bless.